It's Badass Bowtie 572 from the House of Customs saying, "What's up?" Well, it's been a long while. The last video I did was on that Firebird right there that I did. The Weekend Warrior. But it's been a while. I'm still living, I'm still building slowly because I'm working from 3:30 in the afternoon to whenever I get off. Which last week, Monday and Tuesday, I didn't get off. Didn't get home till like about 5 o'clock in the morning. But I got a few things going on at the same time. That Mercury right there, I'm building for my tattoo artist that did my first tattoo. There's a frame for it. Purple, and then just minor, just a little bit of other, like black, like gloss black, and chrome silver or chrome trim silver or something like that for the frame. But there's a motor for that Merc. Sorry about the camera quality, but yeah, I got a few projects going. The one I'm actually working on is the Corvette ZR1. There's body right now. I did a graphite metallic for the main body. Then the top, I did a gunmetal gray. Then I cleared it with the matte clear. The mirrors. Funny story on that. When I primered the car, my original intentions for the mirrors was to be the same color as the body, which is normal, which would have been the graphite metallic. Primer the mirrors, primer the car, left the mirrors inside when I fired up the old the old Apache 2 dual action airbrush, which right there. But after I got it all painted up, I walked inside. I'm like, dang it, I forgot the mirrors. So then I decided I was gonna fire up the airbrush when I went to go do something else. No, I lost the train of thought. But I decided to go with the mirrors of the gunmetal gray since I was going to take it out and paint it in the top anyway. I just trimmed the sides off in flat black. Then the black right around there is the black chrome trim, which it's not shiny, it's more of like a vinyl look. The bottom, the chassis I did is gunmetal gray for across the front and rear right in there, and then flat black around the edges, the graphite gray metallic for the centers here, and then chrome silver trim for the suspension, the heat shield or whatever those are, and the cross braces there. And then the motor I did in semi-gloss black. And then the valve covers, you guys can't really see it, but the valve covers I did in aluminum, tipped off the lower edges in flat black. Coils I painted semi-gloss black with red spark plug wires. I used Oldsmobile blue No. I used blue metal flake for the blue on the motor for the supercharger there. The interior I used Oldsmobile blue. No. Yeah, I used... No, that's Oldsmobile blue. The interior is the Arctic blue metallic. The rims are gunmetal gray. But yeah, I wish I could actually show you guys more of it. Better quality of a camera. But there's a cover for it. And that's done in the same blue I did on the supercharger, and it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty good. I like it. But I'm kind of stumped on one thing. Got a 86 Monte Carlo Super Sport. I'm putting an LS3 in it. No, an LS7. I got covers in here. If I dig it out with my fingers. Yeah, there's covers for it. Right there. But I ordered a pair of IROCs from Pegasus. They didn't specify the size, so I figured if they're not specified, they're 23s. Well, not these. They're 19s. They don't look right. They need to be bigger. So that's kind of off hold. And then I've actually planned on going a twin turbo on this. I'm getting the turbos from Trailer Trash Resins. He's on Facebook. I forget his real name. Oh, Rusty McBride. Trailer Trash Resins. Trailer Trash Customs or Resins or something like that. But it's Rusty McBride. He's got mediums and... No, he's got smalls and larges. $10 for a set. And it comes with 6 turbos, 2 intercoolers, and 2 plenums for both. But I'm gonna buy 2 of them for $20. Be a set of the smalls, be a set of the larges. That Monte Carlo I just showed you, I'm gonna use the larges on that twin turbo. Yeah, twin turbo 1986 LS7. I bet it would actually somewhat keep up with the ZR1. But then my Chevy Silverado, I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do with that. I might go with the Duramax in that once Rusty is done with the Duramax. I'm not exactly too sure. And then I got 32 5th anniversary Camaro. That's what I used. I used motor and everything out of that. And spare parts from this Corvette. Between this Corvette and that Camaro, builds a motor for that. But it's still sitting there. You guys remember that? I still need to finish that up one of these days. I got a 71 Hemi Cuda. I was thinking about going black with the black banner billboard on it, but I ain't too sure. Redneck 7381. He did the old school hydro dip with the spray paint on the water. I was trying to figure out a good candidate of a car for that. Haven't really figured out what car would look neat. I haven't had any. Well, I do have one car that will look kind of cool. I'll show you. That car. But them tires. Here, let's go. Quarter. The size. But I might do a hydro dip on that. There's a frame for it so far. I'm having issues with the rear loop. Having issues with it. I stuck at a lighter trying to bend plastic or anything like that. But the hood, conduction. But I might do the old school hydro dip for that. I want a wicked paint job for it. It's gonna be a pro stock Chevelle. And then you guys all seen my work that I did with that, and then the wrecker right there. But that's a whole different project. I'm planning on doing a crew cab on that. But and I got another car I'm building for one of my friends. And then that Mustang, it's in at the fingernail polish purple. I need to kind of sand it down, make it smooth, recoat it. I'm still playing around with fingernail polish and the airbrush, trying to get the mixer right, the amount of air pressure, because from what I was told, it was drying. The paint is drying before it lands, before it sticks, so it starts to build up to like a grainy fill. So I don't know either. Plus, the air compressor I'm using, I just regulate it down. I'm gonna eventually one of these days get a air compressor for air rushes, but that one there is for my girlfriend. No, yeah. The color of the purple is Let's Talk. That's actually Sinful colors. And the very first one I did in fingernail polish is the Dave Parker tribute build, which that one still is in the box, ready to come back out once I get done frustrated with it. Yeah, I went to go clear coat it, and then it just orange pilled on me. And then I went to go sand it down smooth, burnt through the clear coat and down into the stripes. One guy told me that I should just strip the whole car and repaint it. And no, I'm just gonna tape off the stripes and then kind of blend it in with the fade the way I did it. But yeah, I'm building slowly, trying to get something done. Other than what I did, 2 cars, and it's already August. Really don't have time other than nights after work or on the weekends if I'm not doing anything. But yeah, eventually I'll actually have something done other than just updates and projects and yeah, whatnot. But there's one big project I am going to do a video on when I break it out next time. Might be in the next video I decide to do. Just strictly on that. But yeah. Trying to figure out the exhaust on that, of how I really want to do it. But yeah, 01, the Merc. That Merc sits really low. I think as high as it sits, I think it sits about that high off the ground. It's a tail dragger for sure. The rear end I got glued right up to the frame rails. The front suspension I cut down, separated it, and then just remounted it and glued it. Yeah, so I separated the lower A-arms from the whole front suspension and just kind of and glued it in place where I needed it, where it met. Left the springs out of it. But the purple on that is I'm trying to find it. Gloss grape. Same purple I used on that truck. But yeah. But that Chevy Silverado that I showed you guys, that is actually going to be a hauler for my diorama, which I still need to get it built. I really don't have the room for it. I need to clean this mess up eventually. But yeah, slowly. But going on 18 minutes, I figured I'll make a video. I was just watching Chapman's video about how he's seen people like from 9 months ago, that the last video was like 9 months ago, and then comes back, then someone comes back with one. Well, one of them guys is me. Last video I did was on that Firebird. That was probably closer to the beginning of the year, last year. Trying to remember if that was before or after the wrecker. No, it was after the wrecker. But yeah, I got me a while back, and I used it on the Firebird. Right there, pledge. Like Chris Chapman said, going from that, eliminating the future, because the future is no longer, it is now the present. But now it's a pledge of a model of a styrene addict clear coat, if it makes sense of that. But what I store that in. That's just a bottle full of it. But I put it in a little container. That's all future. Put it in a container, open it up when I need it. I use an old sponge brush like that. That's its intended purpose for that. And I got 2 containers up there. That one and this one with pond water, and that one there is bleach. Then I do have some bleach white, this bottle here, for my resin parts, which I got resin down in here, and one more below it. But alright, 21 minutes. I think it's long enough. What else? And that's about it. But badass bow tie 572 from the House of Custom. Peace out. I'll catch some I'm trying to catch videos every now and then. I will try. No guarantees, no promises, no nothing. I'll try making more videos as things progress. But I know I'll do one after the Corvette's completely finished. But back to what I was saying. It's badass bow tie 572 from the House of Custom, saying peace and peace out. Keep on building, keep on doing what you guys do, and God bless. Later.